Welcome back, kindergartners. Mrs. Wallstrand here again for another math lesson. Today we're going to be talking about number 7. And before we get into our Anno's counting book, we are going to start by counting with our fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my fists ready, and I'm going to start with my thumb first. And every time I say a number, I'm going to put up a finger. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you can see I have a group of 5 over here and a group of 2, and 5 and 2 make 7. You could say 5 plus 2 equals 7. Let's try counting together this time. Every time you put up a finger, we're going to say a number. And don't go too fast with either your words or your fingers. You want to make sure they go at the exact same time. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great job. You can also use your fingers to point and make sure you have enough up. So I would check my work by doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go to this side. 6, 7. To make 7. Great job counting to 7. Now I'm going to show you how to make a 7. I'm going to get my pencil ready here, and I am going to start at the dot just like I always do. And a 7 is a little line and a big line. So I'm going to start at my dot, and I'm going to go little line over to the right. And then my big line isn't going to come straight down like our other letters and numbers. It's actually going to come down in a slanty way, coming back the same way you started. Let's try again. So put your pencil at the dot, you're going to go little line over and then slanty line all the way down to the bottom, just like that. Let's take a peek at Anno's counting book. We have our number 7 over here. We have our 7 cubes over here. Let's count them up. We're going to start at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, as always, I'm going to give you an opportunity to press pause here and look at the picture. There are lots of groups of 7 here. See how many you can find. Okay. All right, let's move on to our Anno's counting book page. I'm going to get my pencil. Where did it sneak off to? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to get my pencil ready. First thing we do at school is we write our name at the top. So I'm going to write my name. There's not a great spot for it, so I'm just going to find one up here. And then you'll notice all of the dots. Remember, when we practice writing our numbers, we practice a lot of times. And the reason we practice so much is because that's what helps our finger muscles remember what to do, and it makes them stronger so we can be better, faster writers too. So I'm going to start with my pencil on the dot, just like always. And I'm going to go little line over, slanty line down, all the way to the bottom line. Little line over, tracing that top line, slanty line to the bottom. Trace the top line, slanty down. And make sure you're doing all of your 7s. Straight lines are a little bit easier to draw. So 7s are usually one of the numbers that kindergartners like to draw because they feel like it's an easy one, although it's not easy for everybody. Now, go ahead and make sure you grab a grown-up if you're at home and say, hey, watch me write my 7. And grown-ups, make sure you're looking for them starting at the dot and going over and all the way down to the bottom. At school, we have them show us how they write 7, and then we give a sticker. So start at the dot, little line over, big line down. And then, of course, go through and check out your 7s. I think this one's my favorite that I made, so I am going to circle it. You could do a star or a smiley face too. Now my job is going to be drawing 7 objects, and I'm going to use shapes this time. I think I'm going to do stars. So you could use crayons. I'm going to use a pencil for this one. You could use markers if you're at home. Whatever kind of writing tool you have at home will work for the picture. and I'm going to draw 7 stars. And just like we talked about earlier today when we were counting, when we hold up 7 fingers, I'm going to have a group of 5 and then 2 extra ones. So I will show you what my stars will look like. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my group of 5. Now I'm going to bring my pencil back over here and do my group of 2, just like my hands showed. 6, 7. And then I would practice counting them too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got it. And that's the end of our 7 lesson. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.